Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we're here at Mercedes-Benz of Tucson. We're taking a look at this blank slate Mercedes-Benz. This is going to be a cargo van. It is outfitted with a few upgrades with the rooftop air conditioner, but basically it's an empty cargo van ready for a transformation into your business, or in particular, we're talking about adventure vehicles. This is the all-wheel drive. So a lot of companies are taking the Sprinter chassis, upfitting them to their specs and selling them as adventure vehicles. Companies like Graphite RV, because of their high standards of quality, they only use the Mercedes-Benz chassis for their vehicles. Or if you want to take the DIY route for an adventure vehicle, you can always buy one of the cargo vehicles, which is ready for upfitting. This one that we're looking at has some upfits already, but basically is an empty cargo van. So let's take a closer look and dive right in. All right guys, so now we're coming into the front of this 170-inch wheelbase. This is the Sprinter 2500 chassis. Now this is the all-wheel drive. You're gonna see the extra ground clearance. Now this will come with the stock painted steel wheels. These will be jet black steel wheels, but just look at the ground clearance and the room you have in the wheel well. So this is ready for, if you want to turn this into an overlanding vehicle. This will accommodate many different wheels. There's so many manufacturers right now making accessories for the Sprinter. But we're gonna take a look at the stock features today. It already comes very awesome. So we have the high performance LED headlights. Not only do they look beautiful, but they also work very well. You have these very distinct eyebrow shapes for the day running lights. Also, they turn into the turn signals. We're gonna have the blacked out Mercedes-Benz grille. We have the beautiful star for the front. And then we have the matte black bumper. Also halogen fog lamps. We have our tow connection. And then we have a built-in step on the bumper. Even though this is a 2-liter inline-4 diesel motor, still has a very nice sound to it. And then as we look at the safety features, we're gonna have these sensors for visual and audible warnings so that you can park and maneuver this beast confidently. And then down below, we can see a little bit of the drivetrain and the stock suspension. Now rising up above, we're gonna notice for 2025, we're gonna have the camera down below. And of course, we still have the awesome windshield wipers with the fluid that comes out of the wipers themselves. Very nice design. This will be the high roof, as you can tell, so you can stand up inside of this chassis with no problem. All right guys, so coming under the hood of this 170-inch wheelbase Sprinter 2500, we're gonna take a look at these twin turbos. So this will be the inline-4 2-liter diesel motor coupled to a 9-speed automatic transmission with the paddle shifters. This will be 208 horsepower, and even though this is a huge beast, this is still going to be plenty of torque and power to move this down the road. All of the upfitters for the adventure vehicles keep the same standard motor. It is plenty of power. I love the sound of this motor. You do have the DEF filler. You have the DEF filler underneath the hood. We have our air box. Underneath this hood, we do have plenty of room. Some upfitters will put a air compressor in this space here over the wheel well. Also coming across to the right side, we have more room. We have our ABS system, our computer, but you can see that there is room for more accessories. And take a look at that beautiful motor working. We have our jump connection, oil filler, and then you can see underneath where these bolts are, there are different fog lamps such as Nacho is one of the brands, or KC, and they make brackets which will attach underneath so that you have fog lamps right on top of the hood. Very nice look. Love the sound of this twin turbo diesel, sounds awesome. Now coming around to the side, we're gonna notice that the paint is graphite gray, so it is a solid color, but it gives a very good look for this Sprinter, combined with the dark tinted windows and the dark accents like the bumper and the wheels. The graphite gray does give it a very nice look. As we come around to the side, we'll take a look a little bit closer at the struts. We have the standard stock suspension from Mercedes. And again, even though the stock wheels, in my opinion, look pretty good, there are many different wheels that you can upfit if you're gonna do a DIY. Or for instance, some companies will actually do an entire upfit for you once you buy the stock chassis. Now coming into the side, we're gonna have a standard mirror. We have an integrated turn signal, wide angle mirror. This one in particular does have the blind spot monitor, which of course when you're driving a huge beast like this, you want to be able to drive safely in traffic. Now as you take a look at this 170-inch wheelbase, you can see the sheer size of this vehicle is amazing. It gives you plenty of room to work with for your adventure vehicle. Even though it's a 170-inch wheelbase, there are many adventure vehicles that are still built on this same wheelbase. This one in particular does have glass, UV tinted glass all around. And of course you can see in the rear, it does have the air conditioner unit installed already. So with this unit in particular, you kind of have a head start on your adventure vehicle design. As you come along to the back, we're gonna see the leaf suspension, the stock shocks, we have our mud flaps, and then of course, we have our side molding, which is gonna help protect the sheet metal. This one is not the extended, but this does have plenty of space. You can see the tail still has good length on the tail, but this chassis does come in the extended, which has an even longer tail. This one is going to be the high roof. It has the high performance headlights. Also, you have the high performance LED tail lights. You have the beautiful Sprinter badge, that awesome Mercedes symbol. And of course, this is going to be the 2500 all-wheel drive version. Now coming down to the bumper, we have this convenient step. Is really going to help save your knee getting into the back. We have a 5,000 pound towing capacity with the 2500. We have a 500 pound tongue weight, and then the 7-pin connector for your trailer. Down below, we do have a nice spare tire, space saving because it's stored underneath. And then on this bumper, you're gonna have the parking sensors for the visual and audible warnings. Really, the system Mercedes has for the Sprinter makes it confident for parking in tight spots. As we come around to the side, again, we can see that graphite gray color. Very beautiful color. A lot of companies keep the same stock chassis color that Mercedes puts on the Sprinter, and then they do their own upfit with all their accessories using the same color. So for 2025, visually on the side, you have this extra accent on the door, this line across the high roof. Visually, that's the only difference I can see for the 2025 chassis. If you see any other changes compared to the 2024, please leave that in the comments. But visually, that's the only change I can see on the sides for this 2025 chassis. So now we're gonna go into the passenger. So we have that awesome pop of the door. We have this beautiful design of the Sprinter door panel. We have these extra pockets. You have room for large water bottle, snacks, books, maps, whatever you want to put in here. It has a lot of room, very convenient pocket. Also, the design keeps it from coming out on bumpy roads, or if you're off-road, it'll help keep it in place. We have the beautiful brushed aluminum finish on the door handle. We're gonna have the comfort package seats with the 3 memories and full power adjustable. We have one-touch windows. We have these very helpful handles to help you get up into the machine. It is pretty high. It is quite a hike up here because of the ground clearance of the all-wheel drive, so this handle is really gonna help you get in. And then you have the awesome design of the sloping window with the Sprinter to give you a nice wide view with the side mirror. Coming into the passenger side, we have that comfort package seat. This will have the thorax and hip airbags. We have these nice side bolstering with the leatherette material. Very firm but comfortable. We have manual adjust on the thigh extension. Very nice headrest, very comfortable. We have our Mercedes Chelsea Bear, and then coming into the passenger side, we see this is going to have a bin instead of a glove box. We have adjustable vent. I love the design. You can swivel this any direction. Of course, front airbags. And then on the dash, we have a nice compartment for storage with the rubber lined floor, cup holder, adjustable vent. You can see that camera. We have a center console with storage. We're going to see more of that in a minute. We're going to take a little bit closer look at this, but plenty of cup holders, lots of leg room. This also has pre-installed swiveling seats, which is pretty awesome. So you can spin this around. Very easy to spin the seats around. And down below, we do have our hydraulic jack here. All right, now coming into the driver's side of this 170-inch 2500 Sprinter, we have our fuel door, very nicely placed. Again, we have the brushed aluminum controls, full power seats, one-touch windows, folding in mirrors, also full power mirrors, and that blind spot monitor to help you have a safe journey. Coming in, we're going to have the electric parking brake. That's going to be different from the 2024. Also with our light controls, dimmer, fog lamps. We have bays for a couple extra switches here. Of course, this Sprinter is built to be upfitted. We have our full comfort package seat, also with the side airbags. And then of course we have another swivel control for the seat. Full thigh extension. Very comfortable comfort package seat. So we do have that high up step. You see right here, it's actually a little bit higher than my knee. So this is a very tall machine. So having this handle here is going to really help. Of course, there's plenty of accessories for side steps, running boards to get in. So we're going to come inside the cockpit of this beautiful Sprinter chassis. Now up front, we're going to instantly notice this steering wheel is brand new for 2025. What do you guys think about the new design? We have our full function steering wheel with this brand new leather wrap steering wheel. I love the design. I love this twin spoke at the bottom. Absolutely beautiful steering wheel. We'll be controlling our cruise control. We do have adaptive cruise control. Also, the left side of the steering wheel is going to control your cluster here in the front. We can see some of the graphics are new for 2025. We have that beautiful horizon with the mountains in the distance. Also, we have our shift indicator here on the bottom right. So we have a few changes on the graphics. Also, we have our paddle shifters we have up and down. Awesome Mercedes star. It looks like the star is a little bit bigger than last year also, which is totally fine. This is a awesome steering wheel. Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about this new steering wheel. With the Mercedes-Benz chassis, you get so many safety features. Not only does this have the crosswind assist, because it's a high-profile vehicle, if a strong crosswind comes along, it will actually steer to keep you in the lane so it doesn't blow you off the road. This does have the lane keep assist also. If you're veering off of the road, this is going to keep you in the lane. Of course, it has to be on a marked lane. If you do not have markings such as overlanding, if you're on a dirt trail, of course that system's not going to help you there, but on the regular highway it is going to help you with the crosswind assist, also with the lane keep assist. In addition to that, it does have traffic sign assist. The cameras are going to pick up on the speed limit. It's going to display on the upper left hand side what the speed limit is. This also has cross traffic assist for the front and the back with pedestrians and cyclists. So if you have someone come into, for instance, if you're backing up, you have a cyclist or a pedestrian or a cross traffic, the vehicle will actually auto brake. And then the same for the front. You have the adaptive cruise control, which you can set the distance. so that it can follow the traffic. It will automatically brake if the traffic is slowing down in front of you. So this also has hill hold assist, which is nice if you're on a hill or an incline. This will actually hold the brakes for you until you hit the accelerator, and then it will release the brakes. Of course, you have the rain sensing wipers, very nice. Love the stitching on this. Very awesome, very comfortable, nice wide grip. Feels a little bit wider than last year's steering wheel also. The right side, this is going to control your MBUX on the right side. So we have volume control, we can hang up our phone and answer. Also we have our home button, back button, and of course we can navigate. So we're going to go back on hit our back button here, and then we can still navigate to our different settings. We have our info, devices. This has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and then of course with the navigation, I always like to keep it on navigation. We have this 3D view, and that's awesome. They just added this sprinter icon, which is pretty cool. Let's see if you can spin it around. Oh, that's awesome. Very clear, very responsive. Let's see if you can spin this around. Also, we have Hey Mercedes.
Hello, I'm Mercedes, your voice assistant. Would you like to know more about what I can do for you?
Yes, but not now. We'll catch up soon.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Okay, so that was pretty good on the response from Mercedes, but I'm loving the graphics. We have it on 3D. You can also do 2D. I love the sprinter icon instead of just having some kind of generic sprinter. This is actually very detailed. Nice add-on, nice detail that Mercedes did for the sprinter. Also, you're gonna have very nice vent controls. You have these little cubbies. I still haven't really figured out what to put in here, but you have that storage if you need it. I love the toggles. We have our shortcut buttons. We can go to our wide angle rear view. We also have the trajectory. So we're gonna put this in reverse, and you can see you have your trajectory. You see where you're gonna be turning. Also, you have the audible and visual warnings for the front and the back. And then this is gonna automatically brake if you do have traffic or pedestrians in the back. Also, you can see here this little area. It looks like it's showing the area where the doors are open. So if you do have to back this up with the doors open, it's going to give you that field of view so you can tell where you're at. You've got the beautiful MBUX system with the super smooth and clear screen. We've got the 3D view, 2D view, and of course north. But my personal favorite is the 3D. Absolutely awesome, and I love the little sprinter, very detailed icon, very awesome. So nice update on the MBUX system. And then in the front, of course, you can see the beautiful graphics. If there's anything that you've noticed on the MBUX system that I didn't mention, please leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear. We have our digital rear view mirror. Also, you can change this to regular mirror so you can see what's going on inside behind you. And then we have our different options. You can hit settings, brightness. It's pretty sweet. And then you can go up or down with these arrows. So that's pretty sweet. And then of course with the Mercedes-Benz, you're gonna have the best vantage point. The seat really elevates you to this high position. You have an amazing view with this huge windshield, and then the angled side windows gives you such a great vantage point. Very awesome. Now coming up top, we're gonna have the large non-rotating sunshade. There is a kit if you want to upgrade this to a rotating, but still it's a good sunshade. We have our grab handle. We do have storage. We have a nice headliner, also insulates this section of the vehicle. We have our sunglass holder, SOS button. Of course, we have our overhead lighting, map lights, and turn these on or off. We have a Mercedes Me button, which is pretty sweet. We have these This is actually an update here. This is not in the 2024, so 2025 we're getting the Mercedes Me access, which is sweet with its own button. Also, there's an app you can put on your phone for Mercedes Me. You can check the maintenance, you can check the mileage, air pressure of the tires, the location of your vehicle, and many other things. So it's pretty sweet on your phone. These downlights, they're very dim, but in the evening it's going to shine down below. We also have the bank of switches. Again, the Sprinter is built for accessories, so whatever you want to put in here, if you're putting a light bar, air compressor, we have plenty of cup holders. We have our power assist door, which is awesome for the slider. We have our HVAC controls with the toggles, very nice. We have sync for the front and back for the air conditioner. And then coming down below, we're gonna have USB-C, a 12 volt, and then we have an 115 volt home outlet. Very nice. And I always like to bring out with the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, you have plenty of leg room. Your left foot will not be scrunched by the wheel well. The Sprinter cab is up above the wheel well, so you have lots of room for your left leg. Unfortunately, some of the other chassis, for example, the Ford Transit, I drove one for about 6 months and your foot is completely cramped in from the wheel well, but not in the Sprinter. So the Mercedes chassis does have a wide range of not only capability with the all-wheel drive, but it does have a lot of safety features, which makes this an excellent choice for an adventuring vehicle. And we're actually going to open it up right here. Alright guys, so coming into the side, we're going to have this nice grab handle. We have the power sliding door button here. Also, you can pull once on the handle and it will actually close without having to hit this button. So we're going to come up, we're going to step up. Now you can buy the Sprinter chassis without all of the glass installed. You can get it just with the sheet metal, which makes it a lot easier to upfit. But this 2025 is something I wanted to show you guys because it has the new features, including that beautiful steering wheel. Not only visually in a certain aspects, but you do have the added safety benefits. Now, because of this chassis being upfitted from the factory, it does have the side panels, but normally you can get this and get it without the headliners or this emergency exit window. But this unit in particular was ordered with this specifically for Mercedes-Benz of Tucson. Alright guys, so you can see there's plenty of room in here. I just took a walk from the rear of the vehicle to the front. This 170-inch wheelbase is huge. So whether you are using this for your business or for an adventure vehicle, the all-wheel drive is definitely well equipped to be converted into your adventure vehicle of your dreams. Or if you want to turn this into a business, I've seen different Sprinters, of course, for contractors like I was. You can put shelves in here, you can have equipment, you can haul materials. On the roof, you can have roof racks, hauling ladders. If you're gonna use this as an adventure vehicle, for instance, you can put a shelf across the top here. Some people have a television screen here. You can have a shower unit, also with the wet bathroom. You can have a jump seat, table. You can have a Laguna table installed in the center. You can also have you can put cabinetry for a galley, overhead cabinets. All right guys, so you can see the amount of room in here. I'm 5'9". I've still got plenty of headroom, even with this roof insulation kit. This is outfitted slightly from the factory, but you can buy one of the Sprinter chassis like this 2500 all-wheel drive. You can buy it with nothing on the interior. Now coming into the back with the barn doors, these are 180-degree folding out doors. It will lock in place at 90 degrees and 180 degrees. So we're going to open it up just to show you the wide angle. Makes loading and unloading very easy. We're going to close that in because we have a little traffic here at the dealership. It's pretty busy, so we got to keep that closed. But look at the massive amount of space. We have the wide angle camera Also with the camera for the digital rear view mirror. We have the bare metal floor so that we can install whatever we need. You can put a smart rack. Also with the plywood flooring, you can do a rubberized flooring. You can do a floor sound insulation kit. You can see in the far left corner, there are vents for the floor. It's pretty awesome. There's so many different ways you can upfit the Sprinter. And then this, in addition to having the step, you do have this large handle. Makes it very easy to get in and out. What will your Sprinter look like? And what will you turn it into? Please leave in the comments. I'd love to hear. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today as we looked at this beautiful Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. This is definitely a blank canvas for your project, whether it's business or adventure. I'd like to thank Mercedes-Benz of Tucson for giving us the time to film this vehicle so that we can share it with you. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Also, we look forward to bringing you more of these beautiful Mercedes-Benz chassis. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next one.